Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from Breitbart.com. This is dated, when was it dated? April 8th from my man John Nolte here, who I made no secret about enjoying his writing. And he's very smart when it comes to movies, so we're going to go ahead and see what he says here, which is that experts already predict global 2024 box office failure. Well, can't say I'm surprised by that, so let's see what he has to say. It says, after a disastrous 2023 at the global box office, Hollywood's 2024 is already predicted to be even worse. Gower Street Analytics has revised its 2024 global box office projection to $32.3 billion, reads the press release. This is a little better than the original prediction of $31.5 billion, but still down about 3% from the $39.9 billion grossed in 2023 based on current exchange rates. Not cutting that out. Because here's the key figure. It would also be 18% lower than the average global box office totals between 2017 and 2019. It says even with a population and ticket price increases over the last 5 to 7 years, the movie business is looking at a nearly 20% drop, and he adds a wow to that as well. It says, and even though the science tells us why the movie business is down nearly 20%, hint, it's the quality of the product, and I think anybody could have told you that. It says, here's how the sycophant entertainment industry spins it. There's a downtick in box office grosses was expected this year due to production delays caused by the Hollywood double strike last year and a lack of major blockbusters on the level of recent hits like Avatar: The Way of Water, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Barbie. His exhibition sources have told The Wrap that 2025 is seen as a potential rebound year with higher profile tentpoles and a greater quantity of theatrical titles on the slate. Now, Avatar: The Way of Water was okay. Again, looked pretty. Movie was just fine. The Mario Brothers movie was all right. I actually enjoyed that. And Barbie I haven't seen. And I've heard extremely varying things on that. Everything from it's absolute balls to like it's awesome and everything in between there. So, but I don't have any actual intention of watching it. So that's just going to stay that way. It says, Super Mario Bros. And Barbie both came out in 2023, and both domestically and worldwide, 2023's box office was an embarrassment. As the first quarter of this year already proved, the problem is not lack of product. It says the lackluster box office start comes despite audiences having more theater options than they have had in years. This year, through February 18th, there have been 11 wide-release movies, or those showing in at least 2,000 locations nationwide. There were 9 wide-release titles through the same time frame last year. It says, as for what's coming, theaters will have all kinds of product throughout the rest of the year, including around a dozen franchise titles. And tell me what you notice about what we're going to mention here. It says, which I bolded, it says Bad Boys 4, the Garfield movie, Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, which I believe is the 5th Mad Max movie. There's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which is actually the 4th Planet of the Apes movie. The Fall Guy, A Quiet Place Day 1, which is the 3rd Quiet Place movie. Despicable Me 4, Twisters, which is the 2nd Twisters movie. I don't know why they're even doing that for a movie that came out in, 96? There's Deadpool and Wolverine, which is the 3rd Deadpool movie. Alien Romulus, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9th Alien movie, I think. Beetlejuice, which, as the title hints at, is the 2nd Beetlejuice movie. Transformers 1, that's an actual Transformers movie, so that's what including Bumblebee, the Rise of the Beast, what is this, the 8th Transformers movie. This Joker, I don't know how to pronounce it, Folie à Deux. It's French, I don't know. So what's that? 2nd Joker movie. Gladiator 2, Why? Moana 2, Karate Kid, so that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th Karate Kid movie. Mufasa, The Lion King, so this is the 3rd Lion King movie, though there's a live action and an animated one, so it's really maybe the 3rd in the franchise, but kind of the 2nd one? I don't know how that would work. That's Sonic the Hedgehog 3. You notice a pattern there, anybody? It says, those are some of the biggest movie brands in film history, which isn't what I was talking about. It says, and the box office will come in nearly 20% below the pre-pandemic box office. The quality of the product is definitely not the problem. So the problem is also not a lack of brand titles or a lack of franchises. The problem is that Hollywood's woke crusade has obliterated its customer base. The problem is that normal people know movies aren't very good anymore. The problem is a lack of appealing movie stars. The problem is that what once had been 2 hours of escapism is now 2.5 hours of lectures, insults, hectoring, and he says gay sex. Okay, I don't think it's all about that, but I think you understand where he's coming from. It says, over the weekend, I watched Bound for Glory, which is from 1976, and Wild River from 1960. Why would I waste my time driving to a movie theater to be insulted by mediocrity when those classics and thousands of others are available in the comfort of my home? That's a thought I've had myself, is like, why do I want to go see a particular movie when it's like I own probably a lot of classic movies that I can just rewatch or still look up something that I haven't watched? I mean, I think I've made mention before that my movie viewing prior to maybe 1980 is fairly light, and it gets lighter as the decades go past if it's not a Hitchcock movie. So there's a lot of stuff I've never seen. So, I mean, yeah, but again, it's like, why would I want to go see the third Avatar movie when it's like maybe I haven't seen, say, Double Indemnity or something like that? It just doesn't make any sense to me as well. It says, we all have hundreds of years of popular culture available to us, so why suffer through any of this new crap? Yeah, and I've thought about, that's another thing too, where I'm just like there's these cartoons coming out for kids that are definitely politically leaning in a particular extreme direction. And I'm just like, if I had kids, I'd be like, why would I want them to watch this? Like, I have like all the cartoons that I grew up on from the 80s, I have on either DVD or Blu-ray. And it's like, I can play any one of those for them. And that would be so much more wholesome than any of the stuff that's currently on TV. Like Transformers, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. Stuff that was basically non-offensive, and, good guys were good guys and bad guys were bad guys, and nobody was trying to lecture to you about anything. So it says, the best part is that those 100 years have already been vetted by history. We know what the best movies and TV shows are. We don't have to wade through a pile of manure to find a pony. It says, Hollywood hates normal people and wants to queer our kids, and there's nothing wrong with hating Hollywood right back. That's the end of the article. So it's a pretty quick one. And yeah, I mean, Hollywood absolutely has an agenda, which I think is the point of what he was trying to say. And it's just, there's thousands, tens of thousands of hours of other entertainment out there that you can absolutely go ahead and view at any time. So why not just do that instead of the dreck that they're shoveling in your face right now? So do you guys agree with that? I mean, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.